Yo, so Yuki has come out today, and I want to give my thoughts on her. If you should pull her strengths, her weaknesses, all that type of stuff. I will just preface this video. A lot of people seem to dislike her, and from what I have seen, it's pretty warranted. On paper, she seemed like she had a very decent kit, but it seems like she is able to only be an AoE and doesn't do literally anything else. So it's like she's too much into AoE where she can't really do anything else. And even in AoE, it seems like Veronica and stuff can do even more than her. But yeah, so this is Yuki here on the banner. She is a striker on the order element here. Her main thing is doing inspiration and stuff like that, right? And the problem with how she does her inspiration and all that, it seems like the scalings just don't really match up with her damage overall. You have a lot of low scalings, right? But she's able to make a lot of these costs, or a lot of these cards like 1 to 0 costs, but it's really hard to output any actual damage with her, and it seems like you can literally just get more value out of just having like a Veronica or something on your team most of the time. If we even check the Reddit here, Reddit also has been saying she's a lot of mid, stuff like that. Veronica AoE. Veronica has her ballistas that go off literally every turn for free after you cast her Outbreak of War card, which they changed to Initiation. She does have some synergies and stuff like that, though. I think one of the other things that I really hope they don't try to do this going forward is she seems like she needs her partner, and I feel like it's really bad if a character needs their partner. Now, I know this game has a lot of Honkai Star Rail bases in its game mode. As you can see, like, if we go to simulation right now and we go to the Basin of Hyperspace and we go to Dimensional Twilight, which recently reset, there is literally the most shameless buff that is dedicated directly to Yuki. Damage amount of cards with inspiration increases by 50%, 1 per turn. I feel like this is crazy to have a buff that only Yuki can use in the game. There is no other characters in the game right now that have inspiration base, I'm pretty sure. There's neutral cards and stuff that have it, like the jumping girl card that you can get from the shop. I think one of my Hugo builds has it. Maybe I might have saved one with that card in it. We would have to. I think I got one in the new game mode recently. I can't even find it. Pretty much, it's the girl jumping up. It's like a blue card. It has inspiration on it. I think that was like the only form of inspiration we had before Yuki came out. Now we have Basin that only she can use the buff with inspiration. I feel like that's like crazy, you know? A little bit too shameless to start out. Even HSR didn't start out this shameless. Like, they had dedicated on-banner buffs, but if I remember correctly, back in HSR came out, like, let's say Jing Yuan, she low-key reminds me of Jing Yuan, by the way. Jing Yuan was also another character that was really mid and worse than or equal to 4 stars in the game, unless you had like perfect team, perfect Lycon, all of that. Now, obviously, different than HSR, you have different character builds and everything in this game, right? Where you're able to, you know, change around your character save data and everything. There's different equipment you can get and different gear and stuff like that. But Yuki just seems like she's not really hitting in those areas compared to other characters that do the same thing. From what I've seen, I've been watching a whole lot of people play her and stuff like that, so that's where I've been getting my my information on her. I thought this card was going to be insane, but one of the problems with this card is, or not this one, it's this one here. This card, right, you pull your card and then you can add a hit, but this decreases the damage after you get an increased hit on it, right? But the problem with that is if you get her Manifest Ego 1, you remove the damage reduction on it. And if you get her second one, at the start of the battle, it activates inspiration for cards of this unit drawn at the start of the turn for 2 turns. So this will make her first 2 turns insanely strong. And it's almost like she should have these in her base kit. I feel this way about Kayron as well. I made a video talking about Kayron recently. A lot of people seem to agree with me that it seems like his first 2 deeps like really save him as a character. Also, I think I was going to talk about her partner as well. Let me go back to talking about her partner. So her partner pretty much summons a card for her and increases drawn ability card damage, which only she will use. And you can also move a card from hand to draw pile. I don't know if you're allowed to select this or not. The wording in this game is always really terrible. It says it's a draw assigned combatant card though, so I'm assuming you can just select the card and get it, kind of like Cassius's Joker. So if you don't have that, I could see her already being significantly weaker, which I think is, I don't think a character should have to have their weapon or have to have any dupes on them to perform, especially as a second limited character in the game. So in my opinion, from what I've seen, she seems to not be that strong and seems to get beat by a lot of characters that are already in the game. Like Calippe, 100% is definitely better than Yuki. Calippe is able to do single target with neutral card. She's able to do AoE. She's able to shield your team, and she's able to do counterattacks because she's a defense character. So I feel like just there she gets beat pretty hard in that regard. But yeah, like I was saying, let me know what you guys have been, what your experiences have been with Yuki and stuff like that. A lot of people seem to have the same opinion that she seems to be pretty mid right now, and it's hard to really get value out of her when her cards don't do that much damage. And I just really, I really wish they don't go in this direction. I really think they should not have a character have to have their weapon, have to have dupes, have to have XYZ character with them. The whole point of this game is to experiment. Your characters can go in a bunch of different things because they can have different save datas and everything, but Yuki seems to not be like that, which is very unfortunate. Also, Milky Yeti, thanks for a follow-up from Give City, appreciate you. Also, one thing I would talk about is her ego skill. Her ego skill does 300% damage to all enemies, and you get increased damage based on each card that you move. This seems to be really strong, but I think this can only be insanely strong if you have a lot of, I think you would literally have to add cards into her deck, like some extra neutral attack cards, because realistically, right, you only have so many attack cards in her deck. You have her basic attack, right? You're going to remove her skill. You might have a bunch of Flash Slash. It seems like Flash Slash seems to be the best thing to go for it, to have a bunch of copies of. But you can only add so much damage onto this. I talked about this with Kayron as well. I feel like they really think characters that have infinite scaling, they kind of put their base damage value too low. I feel like this could potentially be a 4 cost for what it does. If we look at Renoa, for example, right? Renoa kind of has something similar with her Dirge bullets on her card, right? On her ego skill, but this is a 4 cost, and it moves all of the Dirge bullets from your draw pile and your graveyard to your hand while also doing 300% damage. And if you don't play Renoa, this is very insane for her. This could be the difference from your hand doing 1 to 2k damage to doing 5k damage if you've been ramping up a little bit. So I think she suffers literally from a lot of the same problems Kayron has, I'm not gonna lie, 1 for 1. But the difference is Kayron is a standard banner character. She's the rate up limited banner character. So yeah. Obviously, now everyone doesn't have fully built Yukis and everything, and there's way more that can be experimental with her builds and stuff like that. Maybe we haven't all gotten the right equipment or anything like that, but first impressions are what last on people. So hopefully, maybe they can change something on her, who knows. I don't know if they plan on doing buffs in this game for characters or maybe value changes, but it seems like she needs a little bit of gameplay, quality of life, and maybe some multiplier increases overall in her kit. I think that's all I really wanted to talk about her, besides that, if you're enjoying your Yuki, don't let this sway you away, but this is just my thoughts, what other people have been thinking. If we go, once again, like I said, to the Reddit post here, lots of people saying she's been underwhelming, pull her on a second account, bait banner for Serenial, retain or discard character, inspiration to bad mechanic. I do not think inspiration is a bad mechanic. I think this is wrong. Underwhelming, AoE strong, and yeah. So, like I was saying, seems to be she needs help, So, let me know what you guys think. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you later. Oh, also, I stream on Twitch, twitch.tv/gib, playing a lot of, CZN. I'll talk about who my GOAT is. All I'm saying, Tressa is the GOAT. I think Tressa is one of the best characters in the game. Tressa absolutely dominates everything in the game. Tressa salesman at the end of the video here. Anyways, goodbye. See ya. Hope you enjoyed.